Hello, my name is Christina Robinson, and I am in the Psychological Foundations class online course this semester. And tonight I want to discuss learned helplessness. And the reason why I feel this is important is because if we're all honest, at some point in our life, we could probably relate to learned helplessness. I know as a young child and even as an adult, nursing school, I had a lot of learned helplessness, honestly. And so it's very relatable, and it's something that we see in the classroom and can be pretty often depending on our students, depending on, how we are in the classroom as well and at home. So tonight I built a graphic here that I feel like explains this learned helplessness very well. So we have a sad face here. Nothing that this guy does matters. And learned helplessness is a motive to avoid any failure. We don't want to try because we are doomed to fail. We feel like we will fail at everything. So this is a negative thoughts in our mind. But here, this little guy says, nothing I do matters. Why even bother? That will never work. I fail because I am stupid. I will always fail. So again, we avoid failure at all costs. That's what learned helplessness is. No matter what one does, one is doomed to fail every time. In academics, learned helplessness can be related to internal, stable explanations for failure. So, learned helplessness happens sometimes due to inconsistency, unpredictable use of punishments and rewards. So, and this can be from both parents or teachers. The pattern leads to the student feeling like they have very little that they can do to succeed. They just won't be successful. So the ways as a teacher or even a parent that we can avoid learned helplessness is to provide immediate feedback to our children. We need to provide more opportunities for success in our classroom and even at home. I have a 5-year-old, so I understand that. We also need to make sure that when we are providing success for these students, that we need to do it in small steps. And we also need to provide precise, consistent explanations with follow through every single time. So we need to be clear and consistent with what our expectations are. We also want to avoid negative thoughts, avoid negativity, and try to make more positive affirmations and more positive, outlooks in your classroom. Don't bring out the weaknesses of a child. You want to look at the positive things about the children. So learned helplessness, again, I feel like as an adult, I have probably went through this a lot of my life, and it just depended on my environment and surroundings and the task at hand. But I know for a fact, learned helplessness is something that we do to avoid failure. Thank you so much for listening.